I've been doing radio. I started doing radio February the 10th, 2020. And I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Bruce, I'm so hooked in radio.
I'd like to welcome everyone to AMG Entertainment Network Conversations. I'm your host, Bruce Glasgow, and this show is sponsored by BNS Designs Digital Marketing for all your marketing needs. And joining us today is the legendary man himself, member of the OJs, Mr. Eric Nolan. How are you doing today, Eric?
Excellent, excellent. I'm glad I could make it.
I am so glad you can make it too, man. I really am. It's been a trying day for you, but I'm glad you're on and we're finally getting the chance to talk.
Yes, sir.
And I was a little amiss there with your introduction because you have quite the solo career as well as being a member of the OJs.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that. I guess what I was trying to do was I was just trying to carve out a niche for myself so that when Eddie and Walt decide they wanted to, you know, uh, hang it up, that I would be a couple steps ahead in doing the solo thing. And that's probably one of the main reasons why I chose to do like contemporary jazz type deal, like the Will Downings, the Kims, um, Walter Beasley, that kind of music, because that way I wasn't trying to do R&B or trying to be in the OJ's lane. And I felt it had no expiration date. Contemporary jazz has no expiration date. It has no, you don't have to run around with tats and six packs and diamond chains and stuff. You could just be yourself and just do good music. And so I just wanted to get a jump on it. I thought that Eric Nolan would be a good name for it, me using my first and my middle name. And with the OJs, I'll use my full name, Eric Nolan Grant.
Right.
So I was just trying to, kind of distinguish the two. So yeah, I'm trying to get a little jump on it, Mr. Glasgow. I'm just trying to, carve out a niche for myself.
Well, please call me Bruce. You can call me anything, but just don't call me late for dinner, because But you can call
Yes,
me
sir.
Bruce. Sometimes when people say Mr. Glasgow, I look around, see my dad standing behind me.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate that. And I love the song In My Life. I mean, and I just
Thank
love
you.
the jazz sax that you got going in there, man. That guy can blow. And
Yeah, I
I'm
did that on
telling
purpose.
you, it's just, you're right. It's timeless music that it's never going to go away. I'm a freak for the horn section for some reason.
Oh, yes, yes,
I
yes.
mean, they took it out and replaced it with all the synthesizers and stuff in the 80s, but I am so glad to see it coming back.
Yeah, I didn't. I did. I did the real. I love the real music. At some of those songs on my Mood Swing CD, I had the whole band in there playing at one time. At least three songs on there. I had the horn section, the percussion, the drums, the uh uh, uh the Leslie organ, the Fender Rhodes. I had everybody playing at one time because it just felt good. You know what I mean? And I wanted to bring back the brass section. I wanted to bring back horns and just the real music. So I just said I do it. I'll do it myself, and see what happens.
I've seen it all. I'm old enough to have been able to see it when it was the whole full band on the stage, and it with big band. I mean, 13, 14 people, and then go through the 80s and watch them have all that synthesized. And is there a couple of people playing? Maybe somebody's playing the electronic drums, and maybe somebody's hitting a keyboard over here, and that's about it. And then I'm loving it, seeing it come full circle, and now it's all about getting the players back on stage, getting the band members on and getting and I don't know if it was a money thing for the industry, or we got 15 people, we got to pay 15 people, or if it was just, hey, well, we don't need all that. We can get all that big sound out of this little machine. But to me, man, there's nothing like live, the instruments, just live
No, nothing
instruments.
like it. Nothing like it.
The little things that get thrown in that weren't on the recording that let you know you're at a live concert. Just, and you and I were speaking a little bit beforehand about the Daryl's House thing that y'all did. That was what, 5 years ago.
Yes, sir.
That just, I love that kind of stuff, because you
Me
just
too.
have those little pieces that get thrown in that you just don't get on the radio. Well, I say the radio, I'm dating myself again. That you download the single, and then you get in out of your phone, or out of your car stereo when you're Bluetoothing it. Yeah, I still want to put in a cassette, or I wish I'd have saved my under the dash 8-track tape player.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You wouldn't be hurting nobody's feelings.
No, somebody tried to buy it off me for $1,000, saying, I don't know
I
what that is,
know.
but that is neat. I said, here, take the matchbook and stick it in there, because every time you hit a bump, that it's going to jump on the track. Just
It's
get
gonna
ready.
jump. That's right.
So you're doing this, you're doing the solo gig stuff, and that was a recent release. What have y'all got going on, as far as I see that the OJs are coming. I see that the tour's been, just like everyone else's tours, have been getting pushed out a little by little. But I have a feeling pretty close to by the middle, or towards the end of next year, everything's going to be three-quarters to full capacity. They're going to figure out, that when enough of us got vaccinated, that we can be okay to be out and be together and enjoy, these type events with a
Mhm.
crowd. That's my prayer anyway.
Right. Well, I just spoke to Eddie last week, and what we're doing actually, because when we come back out, we have to go in the shed for about a month to tighten up the show, because we haven't, myself and Eddie and Walter, we have not. We performed in December. We did a virtual thing in December, um, for AARP and a couple of
Yep.
other, um, conglomerates, but we have not performed with the band live since February 29th, 2020. So what we want to do is we want to get back to, shaking the rust off. So we have to rehearse for about a month, and they just want to make sure that they can deliver, if that's the word. I think what Eddie was saying is that he wants to be able to be really good. And so we have to get back, because we've been off, man. We ain't never been off a year and a year and a half. We've never been off that long. And at that time, I mean, Walter had got sick a little bit. Um, Eddie has had about for a minute. Um, and I just stopped working out altogether. You know what I mean? We've been dodging bullets, dodging the COVID, trying to make sure that we don't go here, we don't go there, and that we're safe. The great thing about all of this is that we none of us had a bout with COVID. We just dodging bullets. We just trying to jump over landmines and not, what I'm saying? We don't want to land on, what I'm saying? So, um, Eddie wants to rehearse first and get back into the groove of things, because we never been off this long. We don't even
Yeah.
know what this feels like. You know what I mean? We don't even know what this feels like. The great thing was, though, I would tell you this, Bruce, is that when we did that virtual thing in December, vocally, we we must have did 8 songs. Come down to the second song, going towards the second song, towards the end, it was like we never left. Our blend was great. Um, Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. There was no guessing. It was just like walking and breathing. So vocally, we're good. We're gonna be all right vocally. Now We just got to we just got to see if we can last doing that choreography.
You
You know
gotta
what I
get the
mean?
moves down, man.
Yeah, you gotta get them moves, man. We
That
don't be
that
up there huffing and puffing.
right. That's a signature OJ's. If you ain't got that,
If you ain't
it's
got that, you not the OJs.
kind of not like it's like not having the show. Exactly.
So, we just gotta rehearse. It's like, it's like working out again, so because we did, I don't know if you saw this, but we did Love Train for Biden. We did Love Train and Give the People What They Want for Biden. And we only did one song, but I was trying to do the moves and I got finished, man. My heart was beating so fast. I was, I'm glad that's over. And that's not 70 minutes.
No, right? I saw it on my list, and I got stuck on Daryl because I wanted to watch the whole hour. It was
Okay,
like
okay.
I get so locked into those jam sessions because so much neat creativity comes out of that. I just love that. He brings in so many diverse people, and I
And
just
that's what you saw. That's what you saw because all that
yeah,
was impromptu. Yeah, we did the meat of the song, but everything else was impromptu. Those ad libs and that vamping and all that stuff.
yep,
I mean, we had to actually like stop the vamp. Like we know everybody was looking at each other like, are we gonna vamp? We gonna keep on? And then Daryl gave us the look, and we gave the look to the guitar player, and it was like, yeah, let's end this.
you know when it's done.
Yeah, yeah, you feel it. You can feel
You
it. You
feel
can
it,
feel it.
right? Exactly. But you know what? I guarantee you, you guys will, with a little bit of practicing and stepping and moving, I mean, really, it, it'll be a phenomenal show.
Yeah, yeah. We'll
It'll
get
be
it.
a
We
phenomenal
won't come
show.
out. We won't come out unless it is.
Yeah, I got faith in you guys. I guarantee it. It's gonna be a
I got
phenomenal show.
I got faith in us
That's
too.
that's the cool thing, and I love watching a lot of the acts that have been around for decades because you know we all get older, we all get a little slower, our metabolism slows down. I mean, we're blessed to be able to get older, right? Every day I wake up on this side of the dirt, I say thank you to the man upstairs, and it's all downhill from there.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
we may not do it like we did it 30 years ago, but we're going to do
Yes, sir.
it. And that's that, hey, I don't jump on my skateboard and go jumping half pipes and stuff anymore because I don't bounce like I used to 30 years ago.
Right.
But
Right.
I do the fast walking and then bad knee and all that kind of stuff, and it's just that stuff catches up with you over time. But you know uh, you got a body in motion stays in motion, and
Hmm.
I'm not trying to be a commercial for anybody, but I guarantee you guys will get right back in that. I bet it don't take you a month. You'll be like, hey, it's been a week and a half, we ready.
And that's what we're looking forward to. We just want to get back in the saddle again and just get that adrenaline going and just oil up the old bones and sit and because the three of us, we all love it. We love what we do. We can't wait to do it. We just want to do it at a top level, at a high level. We're not gonna cheat our fans or the audience. We want to give them A1.
Yeah, and I can't wait. I can't wait to be there because that's the one thing. Another thing I love about seeing bands that have been around for several decades is I get to see people my age, people a little older than I am, people a little younger than I am, kids, grandkids, a whole bunch of different generations getting introduced, and some of the younger ones getting introduced to some music that they wouldn't have normally been able to, normally search out on their phones or whatever. And they get introduced to it in a live show. Man, a live show will hook you like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just the energy, you know. I love it.
Hmm.
Energy of a live show. So we've got that. Y'all are kind of planning that and planning that and getting ahead. What if you can? if you have anything that you can talk about, because I've been in the industry a minute. I got NDAs I'm waiting to have signed to come back so that I can, make sure that I can send some people some stuff. But is there anything that you've got going personally, or y'all have as a group going on that you can talk about that we don't know about? Or
Yeah, of course, I was doing the solo thing, but
right.
since COVID, I've been doing radio. I started doing radio February the 10th, 2020. And I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Bruce, I'm so hooked in radio, and it filled a void for me musically. I got a chance to be creative. My general manager he's creative also. So my general manager is like, we need your personality. We need your personality on the radio. We need you to play the music that you feel that you want to play. You don't have no restrictions. And he just let me go. And it just feels
Wow.
good, man. I'm able to play all of that 60s, 70s, 80s. Today,
Mm.
today I played Joe Tex, Skinny Legs and all. I played Wilson Pickett. I played
Oh,
James Brown. I played Sam and Dave. And I played The Intruders. I played and I played Jackie Wilson. At the end of my show, at the end of my show, I do a thing called Eric Stew, where I play all vintage soul and R&B music, and I just kept hitting them with all these different, and then I came back with Aretha Franklin, Do
oh,
Right Woman, and oh man, it was. And then I ended it with Tighten Up, Archie Bell and the Drells, and I
wow.
could do that. I mean, I know that music. I came up with that music. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I'm so hooked. I'm so hooked in this radio thing, man. I can't wait to do the show. I mean, and the radio station is up and coming. They've only been in existence 3 years. I've been there a year, and I've been bringing so much attention over to the radio station. You know, um, I love it, Bruce. I love it. I don't love it more than singing with the OJs, but it's running a close third.
I'm gonna have to sneak in on this show because I see all over Instagram you got all the different shows and the dates and
Yeah, yeah,
dancing in the living room and all this and
yeah.
it's like, okay, I know I can find this. The World Wide Web, I can find anything.
Yeah,
I can
man.
find it on iHeartRadio or whatever. I'll find that station.
I came up with all of those programs I did myself. That's all me. I came up with dancing in the living room. I do an hour of just dance music so that you could just dance, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
because of COVID and people weren't going out. So I came up with a thing called Dancing in the Living Room. Then I came up with 15 minutes of fame where I play all local artists and with special guests, independent artists from anywhere. It doesn't matter. London, Houston, it don't matter. Detroit, Miami, and then I do Eric Stew, where I play vintage soul and R&B music. And I come up with these. I come up with these things, man. I just come up with them, and
That's awesome.
it's fun. It's fun, man. It's fun. I can't wait to do it
Yeah,
because
and
that's what got.
not many DJs get that kind of freedom on radio,
They
man.
don't get it. They don't get it.
Usually they're under here's the playlist thumb, right? This is what we got paid for. This is what you're
Yeah,
playing. You just need to fill in the gaps and introduce the commercials.
yeah, yeah. And that's the beauty of it, is that the general manager he's just like, I just need Eric Nolan. I just need you. I need you to be you and bring us you. And it seemed to work. It seemed to work. I mean, they they're I want to say that their popularity have grown, but I think really my show has grown.
But you know what? The blessed part about it is, and I heard you say it, and it's what we do here. we get people such as yourself that are well known on the show, and then we talk to people that are independent, that they're not sure where to go after they went on SoundCloud, and so we want those independent people to have that same kind of opportunity to get heard and get seen,
Uh,
on platforms, and that's why we do this, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Me too, man. Oh man.
I just
So
love music.
And Eddie has come on my show a couple of times. He's given me the thumbs up and said, "Oh man, I'm so proud of you, and you're really doing a great job." He wanted, when I first got on the radio, he wanted me to just just relax. And when I got relaxed, man, and I got a couple of friends that are really big in the radio, and I just let my personality shine, man, and I love it. I'm here in Cleveland on WOVU 95.9, and every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's a blast. I get people telling me I need to take this show, do podcasts, and start putting them on podcast stations, and I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm got 4 businesses, one of my own completely, and 3 of the others I'm involved in very heavily. So maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not. A lot of these things, maybe we'll pull the MP3 out and shoot it out across, podcast land and see who picks up on it or see who likes it. But it's just enjoyable to sit around and talk about, life and unscripted, and that we don't send out questions ahead of time and say, here's what we're going to ask, have your answers ready. I mean, that I just like getting
That's
on and
hard.
talking with guys. Like,
That's hard. That's hard for me. I don't even let them do that to me. I won't
that's
even
good.
let if they say well, we're going to send you these questions and this is what we're going to ask us. No, you're not going to send me no questions. I said you can surprise me with the questions. A lot of times I just don't do. I don't do family. You know what I mean? Family is family. That's more personal. So I just don't do family. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But anything else is not off limits to me because I'm very transparent, especially when it comes to music, especially when it comes to my feelings about certain things. I'm very transparent because I'm speaking the truth. I'm telling my truth. You know what I mean? So that's all I got. I don't have anything else but my
Right.
truth. That's
That's
it.
it.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
um you were asking me earlier about things that I was doing. I guess it's outside of the OJs. I just started a company with a friend of mine named James Ford out of Youngstown, Ohio, and we started a film company. So we're trying to put together. Well, we're getting ready to do. Uh, we're getting ready to do a TV series. I'm not TV series, but a series that we're going to shoot or shop to Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu. But it's a dramedy. So so you'll see it and you'll think it's a really serious movie, and then midway through the show, you'll see something that's just hilarious. Like, I can't believe they did that. And then we'll just keep being hilarious. But at the beginning, it'll look like a really serious drama. And so I came up with that little niche because a lot of times I do watch dramas and I see something funny that could happen in that drama. You know what I mean? So I just said,
Right.
let's just be serious for about 15 minutes, 12, 15 minutes into the series, and then let's just do something goofy like I'll just give you something real quick, Bruce. Like we're robbing we're robbing a check cashing place. So I'm in the passenger seat. My partner is the getaway driver, and the guy in the back, he's the one that's actually sticking up the place. Well, he's in there sticking up the place. I got a dialysis appointment. And I'm telling my driver, it's like, look, man, he better hurry up because I got to go to dialysis. And he's like, well, but we got to wait on him. We can't leave him. Look, man, get me to my dialysis appointment, please. And then he takes off and take me to my dialysis appointment. We leave the guy in the check cashing place. without a getaway car.
On foot.
So that's what I'm talking about, man. So I'm in that, and
That's cool.
we're writing that as we speak.
That'll be fun. I mean, so you're actually your company's doing it. You're gonna act in it, direct it,
Yes, sir.
produce it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
all that. That's a blast. That's kind of how I got into the music side of this. Is I actually started out in the film side of it.
Oh, okay.
I've been in the film in the Houston film industry group. It's about 8,000 of us, and
Wow.
we help each other on each other's projects. And I had a business, and I was sitting on panels talking about product placement and how to approach brands and get brands to help you draw in dollars to advertise or to place their brands within scenes in your picture, and
Hmm.
they'll actually, some of those places actually pay you for it.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
I started with that, and then I got into the Houston music scene, and then I got into marketing and got out of it. And I'll be darned if I didn't, meet my business partner and come full circle. And now I'm right back into music and entertainment again. So I think the man upstairs wants me here for some reason. There's something
Well,
I'm supposed to do.
so Bruce, so now I sound like I'm interviewing you. So, you've never thought about doing radio or anything like that, broadcasting?
Actually, I've done voiceover work.
Uh-huh.
I've always been told I had a face for radio. So
You definitely got the voice. Your voice is incredible.
the voice, and so yeah, people have told me you should do radio, you should do radio, and I've done, for places that I've worked for, I've done radio interviews, showed up at stations and done radio interviews for things that are going on in town. But
Hmm.
I love doing voice stuff. I
Okay.
absolutely love it. And I've done some animated voiceover work and love changing my voice and doing different characters and that kind of thing. So it's a blast for me.
Okay.
Absolutely. So radio, hey, it's not out of the question. You know,
I hope not. You got a great voice for it.
I'm of this thought process. If it's fun, I'm in. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. I can go do something else.
I get it. I get it.
So I do this because I love it. I didn't think I was going to love it. I got tricked into being in front of the camera. But once I got in front of the camera, got used to it, and I was like, now I'm perfectly comfortable with, you know, whatever people think is just whatever people think. I try to keep it real and give them the real me. Like you were talking
Hmm.
earlier, about your opinion and talking your truth. If I just give my truth, there's nothing I have to defend. The truth never has to defend itself.
Never, ever. Never, ever. Never.
So
You don't even have to remember it.
exactly. I don't even have to remember what I say when I
You
tell
don't
the
even have to
truth.
remember what you said when you tell the truth. You ain't got to
That's
remember
right.
what you said.
The story don't change.
Yeah.
I was that other guy for quite a few years, and that was a lot of
Hmm.
work. So I
Yes.
just, not that guy anymore. Well, hey,
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to that. I mean, we've got a film channel that we show independent films on. We'd love. I just had a girl today pull. We have in our little clause, when you want this pulled down, just tell us and we'll pull it down. I'm the guy that puts it up. I'm the PD. I'm the guy that pulls it up and I'm the guy that pulls it down. And so far now, she's the third person that's gotten a deal. And we pulled her because the deal she got, they wanted exclusive and pull her content off. And that makes me the happiest. And I know that sounds weird for somebody who wants to have a bunch of content on their station, but I like to think in some small way we help them advance to that next level.
I think you did, though. I think you did because sometimes, a lot of times, if people don't get a chance to see it, you know, it's easier to speak it and show someone on a tablet or however you're going to show the content. But for them to actually see it and they didn't have anything, they don't know the behind the scenes of it. It's just got a bigger delivery. And when
Right.
people see that, you helped, you helped, you helped, man. Yeah,
It's
you had something to do
impactful.
with it. Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes,
when you
sir.
pull it up on your 65-inch TV, it's way better than looking at it
Thank
on
you.
an iPad in an office.
Thank you. It's got a whole nother feel to it.
It's just a whole, yeah, exactly. You see it in its form it was intended to be seen in. It wasn't intended to be seen, on the phone or on a
That's
tablet.
right. That's right. That's right.
So, if you want to put it on, all you gotta do is let me know, because as
I'm
soon
going.
as you
I'm going to
sell it,
definitely.
whoo, we'll
I'm
we'll
gonna
just
definitely reach out. I'm gonna definitely reach out, and I'm gonna definitely send it to you. I want you to see it.
I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to. And Eric, I know it's been a crazy day, busy day for you. I want to just personally thank you for the years of entertainment, because I'm a fan. I'm a big fan, and I wish you so much luck on the independent endeavor that you're doing, and I
Yes,
love
sir.
the fact that people that are in bands, they're so strong as a group that members are allowed to go out and do these projects, and nobody feels threatened by that. They feel they kind of
No.
uplift the people, they uplift their bandmate and say, "Man, I hope you do well with this," because they know when they come back together, whether it's 5 years from now, 3 years from now, next month, they're going to come together as a band and perform as a band, and they know they'll do that.
Mhm. Yeah, these
You know,
guys are not like that. These guys are more. Walter is like my big brother. Eddie is like a father figure. You know what I'm saying? So I have the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? So um, I've been blessed to have those guys as mentors and as figures that have probably made a lot of mistakes in their lives. So they're able to tell me, they're able to teach me and show me why not to do this or why not go down that road or why not go down that street. And you 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 don't find people that care about you like that. A lot of people want to see you hit the brick wall. They really want to see you go down that street. Well, Eddie and Walt is a little different. You know, Eddie and Walt are basically they want to teach. They want to groom you for life, not just the music business, but just for life. You know, because they've had a lot and they've done a lot and they've seen a lot. And my 25 years with those guys, man, it, when I look at them sometimes, man, I'll be in the dressing room sometimes and I'll just be staring at them. And I'm like, these guys have seen so much, Bruce. I mean, they've seen stuff like they have actually seen white only, black only,
right,
coming in the back door. You can't eat out there. You got to eat back here. You know, outhouses, icebox. You know, they've seen all this stuff.
right,
So when people, you know, when I talk to people who interview me and they say, well, you know, when Eddie and Walt give it up, you can replace them and you can keep going. You can't replace a Eddie Levert and a Walter Williams. You know why? Because what they bring on stage, Bruce, is years and years of knowledge, pain, suffering, soul. They bring all of that's in the music. Everything that all that's on stage. Everything that they've went through in life is on stage. And it's in those songs and it's in the way they deliver those songs and how they sing those songs. They've lived this stuff. You can't replace you, you
yeah,
can't replace nothing like that, man. It's rough. And I watch them and I watch them and I watch little things that they do and say. I be like, wow, man, that's a saying from the 50s. That's something that they did in the 60s. And you get a chance to see it firsthand. It's
wow,
not it's not in the library, Bruce. It's not in the library.
no, and you can't buy that kind of stuff. That's
You
why
can't buy it.
every once in a
Can't
while I
buy it.
get somebody that's been, somebody come on that's actually been performing since the mid 50s, and they come on and talk, and it's just like just so enthralled, because it just blows my mind the amount of knowledge and experience that they bring.
Hold on, Bruce.
Sure.
No, we recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. My daughter was trying to get out.
Oh, you want to stop for a second, move?
I'm gonna pause for a minute. Can I?
Yeah, he'll just cut it out. Yeah, yeah, move. If you need to move the
Okay, hold on.
car.
Hold on. Yeah, because I'm here in the driveway, but I know I got. You want to get out?
Yeah, I gotta run the former mills. So was you staying here tonight, or
I'll stay for. I mean, why you want me? I need to stay here tonight.
I don't
If I need to, I
I
will.
don't I don't feel good
Okay,
right now.
I'll stay tonight.
But I don't think I got that.
Okay,
I think because I took that medicine, that Percocet, and I didn't eat nothing.
I'll stay. But what I got to
But
pull
I
back
had, yeah,
because I'm doing an
I
interview
brought my
right now.
shower head, and I gotta hurry up and go get a shower head from what's the name before they
Okay,
close.
okay,
Hold on,
I'm
no,
doing
come
an
on, we
interview right
gotta
now.
hurry up and go. They close at 9.
All right. Sorry about that, man.
No, don't
I'm
worry
I'm
about it, man.
I'm everything today.
This
I got
is
it. I
this
got
is
it.
this is real life, you know?
My my grandson is hanging on the back of the. Huh? Wait a minute. Let me pull back. Okay. All right. 4 years old.
Oh, don't you love them?
4 years old, man.
I got a 7-year-old granddaughter. Oh, she's the apple of my eye.
4 years old. This dude. I mean, the two things I thought I'd never fall in love with is I first of all, I never thought I would have a grandson. That's one. Two, I never thought that I would fall in love with a dog. A dog, man. I got a little dog.
I got a little dog scratching at my door. The dog's in love with me.
And I got a little Shih Tzu, Maltese Shih Tzu.
Ah,
I can't believe it. I never thought
I,
that I would like a dog. Not a dog, man. I'm sorry,
I got
Bruce. I apologize.
that. No, you don't need to apologize. I understand completely. I've had dogs all my life. I adopt them from the SPCA, and
I'm doing
I
so
got a little
much,
dog.
man.
I got a little dog right now named Whiskey, and I love that little dog. He's just like my fuzzy kid, you know.
All right, we're back.
We're
We're
back.
back, brother.
Well,
I
yeah,
apologize.
you don't need to apologize. You know, I'm so happy that you took the time to do your radio station, do all the things that your responsibilities you got around there, and then came on and talked with us tonight. We really, I mean, I can't thank you enough. I really can't, Eric. Thank you so much for taking time out to
Oh
talk with
man,
us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like I like the thing I like doing about interviews that's unscripted is that you get a chance to learn about the person and not about Hollywood. That's what I learned that from the OJs too. I mean from Eddie and Walt. Eddie hates me to talk about the OJs in third person. he, always, he always asks me, he said, "Why do you always talk about us in third person? You're one of the OJs." Yeah, man, but I grew up listening to y'all guys. You know what I mean?
Right? And I didn't even get to ask you that question, but that had to just be surreal to be
It is.
listening to a band and then all of a sudden they want you to be a member.
It is, man. Like we in Cleveland, they were our superheroes.
Right.
They were like that's who everybody wanted to be like. Because they were in Cleveland, Ohio, they were the ones who really made it big. You know, we
Right.
had Bobby Womack that came from Cleveland. We had the Daz Band that came from Cleveland. But the OJs was the ones who made it to superstardom.
Right.
And when they made it, everybody got a singing group. And out of out of all of the people in the world that they could have got for the third member, they got me.
I can't even imagine. That would just blow my mind. You know, I mean, it was just it's I was thinking about that before you came on. I was just like, what would that feel? I can't even imagine what that would feel like. It would just be
I
like hitting the lotto, having a baby, and I don't know what else. Add it all together. It would just be like,
I
oh my gosh, overwhelmingly joy and
I have
happiness.
I have Bruce, at times I have actually been on stage with those guys, and I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be singing, and I'm watching those two guys, and I can't believe the impact that they still have on the crowd. And I'm like, and then like Eddie or Walt will come over to me and they'll give me a sharp elbow. I'm like, you sing, you're in the group.
Wake up.
I'm watching the show. I'm like, man, I can't believe. I mean, these ladies are throwing panties on stage. I've never seen that before.
Right? Still, but I go back and I was go back and listen to like the older catalog stuff. That's just timeless music. I mean, the lyrics are just timeless.
Yes, yes,
And that's
yes.
the thing. That's my partner and I. We have, the genres and the labels and everybody things that people put on music. All fine and good, and I know they need that for the RIAA and they need that for the Grammys, but we have two kinds of music. It's either good music or it's not good
Okay,
music.
that's right. That's right.
That's our two genres, okay? And the ones that are good are the ones that have the timeless lyrics that, whether it was 50 years ago or today, somebody hears that and it touches something inside you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even today when I hear Love Train, I get a different feeling than I got in 1972, but it touches me somewhere inside here in my soul when I hear it.
Because it's still relevant. It's still prevalent today. It's still what's happening today. One of my biggest, I'll say it like this, one of my biggest moments in the music business is when I actually got a chance to meet Gamble and Huff, and they knew who I was. Like they already knew me. They even knew how I sing, what vocal, you know, what range I sing in, and they would say stuff to me like, if we can get your partners in the studio, we got a perfect song for you. I was like, Gamble and Huff got a perfect song for me? Like, had me in mind? Really? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the groups that you grew up listening to, that you begin to really, really like be into. Another in Philadelphia, the Stylistics was on the show with us. Russell
Uh-huh.
Thompson Jr., right? A band member come to me and says, "Hey, you put out a CD named Mood Swing, right?" I said, "Yes." I said, "We know, because Russell brought it to us and said you got to hear this. You got to hear this CD." He said, "This is one of the guys in the OJs." He said, "I love this CD." Now, Russell Thompson Jr. is that I've been like, a fan of forever. You know what I mean?
Right?
And then I got two of the whispers. I had Scotty call my
Wow.
phone one day and say, "I heard your new CD. I love it." Just call my phone. Now we talking about the whispers. Now
Uh-huh.
these are people that I try to emulate. And now we're on first name basis and we're cool with each other. Otis Williams from the Temptations. I know it seems like I'm dropping names, but I'm not really dropping names. I'm just telling
These
you
friends,
my my
people you know
my,
now in the
my journey.
industry.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you my journey. When I first with Otis Williams, I saw Otis Williams in a black outfit in in New York City. We were performing the Apollo, and I liked it. I said, "That's a really nice outfit you got on, Otis." He said, "You like it?" I said, "Yeah." So what size you wear? I told him my size. When he came back to the when we came back to the dressing room, he handed me a box and it was the suit. Otis Williams of the Temptations.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying, man? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Like we
heard
grew
it,
up on these, we grew up on
but I
these
don't know
people.
if it's absorbing into my
You know what I'm
head.
saying? I mean, we grew up on these people. I grew up
Yeah.
watching the Temps. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I got everything. I got everything from Lots of Soul to Puzzle People to Cloud9. I got everything by them. I got every record by the Temptations. Like I got every record by the Jays. I got every record by the Stylistics, by the Whispers. I got every record because I was a fan. Every
Right.
record by the Jackson 5,
Oh,
I was a fan. And then I get a chance to sing with one of my favorite groups of all time.
that's just unbelievable.
25 years later, Mr. Bruce, I'm not only am I still a fan, but I'm still in awe. It still feels brand new to me 25 years later. I have not gotten to the point to where it's a given. If that makes sense. I don't know if that
It
makes sense or not, but
absolutely does. It's still a blessing.
yeah, still don't feel like I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. 25 years later, I still can't believe it. I know my first 10 years went like that. Like I don't like that. All that was a blur. I never sat down in the moment. All that's a blur. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
one minute, I'm struggling, I'm in poverty, and the next minute I'm on tour for 6 months. Like 1 minute, I'm actually in poverty. Like I'm in poverty. Like not. I'm like, what am I gonna eat today?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got
I do.
I got holes in the corner of it, and where my big toe is, I got a hole in that shoe, right there where my big toe is. And then I'm at rehearsal, and then I'm on a tour for 5.5 to 6 months, getting paid for something I love to do.
Wow.
I
That's a
don't
blessing.
know. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I, I know we weren't trying to go there, but I'm just
No, I'm
saying, man.
glad you went there because that is just like the perfect description of what that would be like, you know? It's so surreal and so like just completely opposite of what would be expected that, it's almost unfathomable how you go from there to there, you know?
Can believe it.
But you
Can
did,
believe it, man.
and it happened.
I wish I was used. I think I wish I was kind of used to it, or kind of used to money, or used to the fame and stuff like that, because I probably could have enjoyed it more. But I don't think I got a chance to enjoy it because it was moving so fast. Everything was moving so fast. I was doing things and getting things and going to places that I never dreamed of. I was able to get a new car. Never been able to get a new car in my life. You know what I mean? And I don't even remember how I got it. I don't even remember how I got it. I can't tell you how some people say, well, my first thing or my first this, I did it like I don't even remember. I remember where I got it from, but I can't even remember. Like everything was just moving. And next thing I know, I was just doing things, man, and I was just going places, and I was just buying things, and just man, hey, Mr. Bruce, it's like I can't wait to get back on stage with them. When you see us in Houston,
Oh,
I'm in
can't
my
wait.
I'm in my I'm in my happiest place in the world.
Ah,
I'm
see,
in my happiest place in the world.
and you get paid to be there.
Man,
What a joy, you know? What a joy.
I just I'm just hey man, I like what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I love who I'm doing it with. When I do
You go.
Eric Nolan is a little different feeling, because Eric Nolan is more of it's just me, and I have nobody to rely on but me. I have nobody to depend on but me. So it's a little bit more pressure. So I don't get a chance to really. I mean, I'm having fun, but I'm thinking at the same time too. I'm thinking of how to not mess up. I'm thinking, and the majority of the time when I do perform, they're so far and few in between that it's like I'm starting over again. Like it's like I've got to get used to it again, being by myself.
Right.
Then next thing you know, 6 months then went past, and now I got another show coming because I did OJ's shows, and now I got to get back into the Eric Nolan thing. You know what I mean? If
Uh-huh.
I could put a month under my belt and just do 3 shows a week for a month, I could probably enjoy it more. Now do that make sense to you? You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
does. It absolutely does, because it's a whole different vibe. It's just a whole different vibe, and you're kind of you pick, like you told me, you pick the contemporary jazz because it's a timeless thing, but there's so many places that you can go with that. So
Yeah.
the legs underneath that aren't just as steady and sturdy as they are when you're on stage with the OJs, right?
Right.
So I
It's just
totally
not.
understand.
I haven't
But I
gotten
tell
to
you what,
the
I
comfortable
watched
mode
the
yet.
video. You can't tell when you watch the video. You look like you've been doing it for your whole life.
well, well,
So
at some point, I'm still a professional. I still
yeah,
got to do
you'll be good on film, I promise you.
that. But I'm thinking the whole time, man, and I miss looking to my left and my right, and I don't see those two guys, and I know it's all on me. I have such a high respect. I have a high respect for the Teddy Pendergrasses, the James Browns, the Al Greens. I mean, even as early as Johnny Gill and Anthony Hamilton and those people, I have the utmost respect for those people because I know what it feels to be out there by yourself and everything is on you. You see with the Jays, if Eddie is not in good voice, Walter usually is, vice versa. We never have done a show where both of them voices were, what I'm saying,
Right.
tired. So you always got somebody to pick up your slack, you know. And if the energy is low on this end, I'm always there to pick the energy up. So, but I don't. When it's just you got to be all of that, everything. You got to do all of that stuff.
You got to be on it all the time.
Yes, sir.
There's
Yes, sir. Yes,
a
sir.
little more pressure there.
A lot more pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was being sarcastic, I think. A lot more pressure. Well, Eric, I know it's getting dark where you are. It's sure getting dark where I am. I got my fuzzy little kid scratching at the door wanting to go outside.
Okay.
So I need to take him out. And I know you've got some things to take care of. Again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us tonight, taking time out of your busy day and your busy schedule to speak with us here on AMG Entertainment Network Conversations. I know our viewers are going to enjoy it. And I know I have. I just love hearing the stories that you just don't hear if you read whatever you read on the internet or in magazines.
Hmm.
It's just, I try to talk about different things in life. And
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, you know, working with me because I did want to do the interview, and I appreciate the questions. Um, I love doing interviews when I can just be myself. You know, I'm just glad that I got a chance to talk to you, Mr. Bruce. You know what I mean? Anytime,
I'd love to
anytime
have you
you.
back anytime. And I promise I'm gonna be at that show in Houston, and I'm gonna be able to come and
Oh,
shake
you
your
make
hand and
sure
tell you
you're gonna do it. No, that's done. That's a wrap. That's
and
done.
tell Walter and Eddie thank you for the 50 plus decade. I mean, the 50 plus years of entertainment that they brought this kid. I mean, it takes me back to being a little kid again. I mean, it's just amazing, and
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
absolutely gonna love it. So thank you once again, and I hope you have a blessed night.
You do the same, Mr. Bruce. All right.
All right. Have a
Take
good
care.
one.
Bye.
Okay, we're gonna cut it there. Now, do you mind doing a video drop?
I don't mind.
You don't mind? It's for my company. It's a sponsor of the show. It's called B&S Designs.
B&S. No, hold on.
Designs.
You saying and, right?
Yeah, B&S
Designs.
Designs. And
Got it.
it's a digital marketing company, and it stands for Bruce and my son Sean. So it's
Okay.
B&S Designs Digital Marketing. And if you just introduce yourself and say, hit up my boy Bruce over at B&S Designs Digital Marketing, he'll take care of you. However, just whatever's natural, it'd be great.
Let's see. Let's see how it comes out.
Sure.
Hi, this is Eric Nolan Grant of the OJs. You have got to check out B&S Designs Marketing, digital marketing, right? Digital marketing?
Yeah.
Digital marketing. Okay. Hi, this is Eric Nolan of the OJs. You have got to check out B&S. Hi, this is Eric Nolan of the OJs. Look, you have got to check out B&S Designs Digital Marketing. Designs Digital Marketing. DDM. Okay. Hi, this is Eric Nolan of the OJs. You have got to check out B&S Designs Digital Marketing. For all of your needs, anything you need, you got to check them out. All right? Tell them I sent you.
Man, that's about the best endorsement I think anybody's ever given me, man. Where do I need to send a check? And the other one, if you can, if you feel comfortable, this show is AMG Entertainment Network, AMG Entertainment Network. And the show you're on is called Conversations, because it's just like getting on and chatting. So if you'd introduce yourself and just say, hey, catch me on AMG Entertainment Network Conversations. We had a great time.
Network. Okay.
Yeah, AMG Entertainment Network.
Hey, this is Eric Nolan Grant of the OJs. Y'all need to check me out at AMG Entertainment Network. I'm doing a show called Conversations. Check me out.
Perfect, man. One hit, bam, got it.
Okay.
I'm going to keep your wife in my prayers. I'm going to keep your wife in my prayers. And
Appreciate
it. And I hope that everything works out.
God's got this. It will. It will, man.
Got this.
It was a trying thing for me, man, to see her go through it, because she was having migraines, excruciating headaches, and we kept going to different places to try to figure out why she having these headaches. So much so, man, she had to get 11 shots in her head to try to numb it. And then when they finally did the MRI, they found out she had a tumor pressing on her brain. So we went through it a minute, and we elected to have it removed. So you can imagine with all of that after that has happened.
Oh wow. Yeah.
She can't walk right now, so she had to learn how to walk again. She had to learn how to talk, but when she came out of the hospital this time, she was talking pretty good. So, and she was thinking pretty good too. So things are coming. So things are coming back. You know what I mean? Just got to get her together.
Had a bunch of little mini strokes, and we just went to the neurologist, and she had several more, and she's real concerned, and she's losing her short-term memory. So we're going through not the exact situation, but very similar.
No, it's similar because we have to take these pills so she don't have a stroke.
Yeah, so does mine. Yeah, absolutely. So when Tom said, hey, he's picking up medicine for his wife, she got out of the hospital, I was like, please tell him to take care of his wife. I understand. I'm living it. I know exactly. Yeah. I know what that is.
I'm good though. I'm good, and I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Oh man, I appreciate you coming on, brother. With everything you got going on, I might have said, hey, well, I'm gonna call it a night. We'll do it another time, but
I'm good.
You are a performer, sir. The show must go on. I mean, and when he told me you said that, I was like, wow. So you
Bruce.
inspire me to when I'm not feeling so good or something's going on, I need to perk up, get in this seat and smile and welcome our guests.
Thank you. Anytime
Thanks.
you need. Anytime you need
All
me.
right, Eric. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night, brother.
You do the same. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye now.